I'm going on all the time, kind of the centerpiece of how I look at things from an American perspective on national security, is we are by geography, tradition, and everything else, a maritime and aerospace power. That's our comparative advantage. Our land borders are relatively secure from invasion, uh, understatement, nodding to my friends in Canada and Mexico. We have allies overseas and obligations overseas, but these are populous countries who many of them are land powers as well. And what we best bring to the table is land power as needed. But that's something that if we have to absorb risk because we can't buy everything, we should buy risk on land power. I've always advocated having most of it in the National Guard and Reserves, where if we have to pull it, we got time to mobilize it. But one thing you can't mobilize, you really can't mobilize an Air Force and a Navy real fast. That's what we need to be investing in. And that's one of the big lessons of the Iranian conflict that we're seeing. This has been predominantly a maritime and aerospace fight. We have not put boots on the ground except to go in and grab our airmen who have been shot down. That's good. We should not be involved in land wars in Asia of our choosing. And this is a war of choice, a conflict of choice, because we haven't declared war, however you want to look at it. But we can project power and do a lot of things from the sea, from the air, that can stop us from getting into decade-long entanglements and national disgraces. But it's also not only underlined the fact that that is what we are, but also what we need to invest in. Our Navy has been doing a lot for the last year. It needs a reset. There's a lot of maintenance that's being deferred. There's a lot of sailors who need some time with their family, but you can't create a Navy overnight. But we do have an obligation, and I wrote about it on this Wednesday morning, if you haven't had a chance to read it yet, about the 18 battle force and 16 auxiliary ships that we've got coming down the way. And some of those ships counted as battle force are also auxiliaries, but they're part of the battle force. Anyway, look at the post. You'll know what I'm referring to. I alluded also to 1936, 1938, 1940. For the Second World War, we started building our maritime infrastructure so that the fleet that showed up to win in 1943 was there when we needed it. It didn't start in 1941. It started especially with the money that came in 1938. These fleets take up one half to a full decade to get up on step. So we need that regular pressure to get there. And the Iranian conflict has emphasized the fact that part of that has got to be an increase in our long-range precision weapons to go on those ships and to go on those aircraft. Because as the Russians also demonstrated to us, is you may have the smartest people in the room tell you that you can win a war in 72 hours, but you could find yourself in your fifth spring of fighting a war that was supposed to take less than a week. And if you do not have large amounts of precision weapons, then you've got to trade that precision and that technology and that range with bodies and lost hardware. So the greater we can build our inventories now, should it be called in the Western Pacific in the next few years, it'll be there waiting for us. Because if we don't build it up and the call comes anyway, we're still going to have to fight that war. So you can fight it in a way that leverages our best experiences and also our best capabilities, or you can go to second and third tier methods to create the effects ashore that you want to. So again, there's a critique that can be made about how we depleted our inventory, but we have, fight one war at a time, like President Lincoln said. But it's a message. It's a message about usage. And we've covered that over on the blog. We've done those numbers over the last few weeks. You can go look them over again if you want to. And we need to get to work.